Angkat, mèo có xí vô.
You guys want to shut the door, please? All right. That door's not shut. Ooh, that's a bit loud. Well, hello, everybody. It might be a bit quiet right there. There it goes. How's everybody doing today? Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hello, Shatterframe Gaming. It's been a long time since I've done any streaming or any game videos at all, so I figured, you know what? Today's the day. I'm feeling a bit under weather, too worked up to go to sleep, but too tired to really do anything else, so I figured what better way of draining myself and my battery than by playing a little bit of games. And as you can see, we have a new game here. Now, the original game, I've been excited. I've always played it, really enjoyed it, and it's one of those games I sunk hundreds of hours into. So when I found out there was a sequel to it, I just had to buy it. Got it, started playing it. I haven't not been playing this game for long, but I have played it a little bit to kind of get myself under the ropes, essentially. And now that I have, I can sit here and play a little bit and hopefully show you guys this amazing game and can convince a couple of you to even go and play it. Now, it's a game where your whole entire objective is pretty much about making games. As you can see, you can choose your name, you have a bunch of different logos. Activision, so obviously Activision, Atari. I mean, you can see that they're pretty much, it's a spoof game. That's what it's the charm of this game. And it's one of the ones that I really enjoy for being a game dev simulator. We'll go with, I like that symbol. Game speed, we'll go with normal. Difficulty, you know, I've been playing this, like I said, for a bit. I was playing on medium. And the game is, honestly, there's only a little bit where I felt that I wasn't going to survive. So we'll probably bump this up to hard just to see what it's like. Start year, we'll keep that. Number of competitors, keep that about the same. And if I do sniffle and whatnot, I apologize. They haven't done an update with this yet, so okay. We'll do USA still. Special genre, so essentially meaning what game that we will get a bonus. It says right up here. And furthermore, your fans will never get bored of this genre. In the last game I played, it seemed like my genre broke down to adventure, role-playing, action. Or actually, it was just role-playing, action, and like racing games. So we'll make it a bit more interesting. Like real life, I like to play a lot more role-playing games, real-time strategy, and eco sims like this one. So we'll kind of go and make this where role-playing is our number one. So I like all this. We'll get going from here. As you can see, you can change your character, how they look. We'll just be Shatterframe. Got a bunch of different sliders with different body types. And if you guys played the original, you'll know that this is a improvement, the polygon, compared to the other game. The other game was just a flat 2D game. I like the mountain man look. That's pretty funny. No, we'll probably do something like this. I like this. Skin color, let's make us a bit more pasty. Hair color, that seems about right. Top color. Oh, I'm wearing a white shirt right now. Pants, wearing brown. And the extra color will be black. And here you can choose your profession. As you can see, we have game designer, programmer, graphics, sound artist, office worker, game tester, technician, and researcher. Last game, I was a game designer. There seems to be quite a few game designers. So we're going to go and do something like this, where we'll go through and essentially, I won't say we'll be the best. We'll actually make ourselves probably one of the, because you can go through and you can eventually train all yourself in all these skills. We'll just pretty much max out our programming right now. It seemed like that was kind of the best thing to do in the previous game. And here was to max it out, because I went through and I kind of did a well-rounded development, but I ended up right away getting 7 people. You'll see what I mean. So right now we'll just max this out. You can see your perks. You got a star designer, so they create height. You got inexhaustible, they don't need breaks. Error free, never create any bugs. Talented, they learn, so when you go training. Luck, they get critical work results often. Sporty, movement speeds increased. Orderly, they don't make dirt or garbage, which was a weird thing to like get used to. Medical Miracle, they never get sick. Iron, they don't have to go to the restroom. Leadership, they give a bonus if they're a lead developer. All-rounder, so I'm going to pretty much do that, where it increases your secondary. So as soon as I can, he's going to go training to kind of just make him the best one. You got retro, which just means that you get higher points when you develop pixel games. Porting specialist, I didn't really do porting much in the previous one. Did a lot of sequels, so more than likely I'll probably do sequel. Engine, so they develop engines faster. Workaholic, they work faster and efficient. They can complete all tasks marginally faster. So more than likely what we're going to do is we're going to go through. I'm not a designer, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not a developer, I am a programmer, so I'll probably not do that. More than likely we'll go through and we'll choose the imaginative, the all-rounder. Should do, oh, maybe this. Efficient employees can complete all tasks marginally faster. Yeah, we'll do luck instead, and talented, because we want to raise him. So that's kind of a wasted perk right now, because as soon as I go through and I get him trained in all this, it's like, alright, what now? So go from there. Disable the tutorial. I already got it. Platform popularity, won't care. Random game concepts, increase random reactions. I won't do none of these right here, just because I kind of, it's still a relatively new game. Like they said, it's early access. It's unbalanced, and when I was playing, it was fairly unbalanced. Like, I got all this, as you can see, from the original. The original game, you just had your one area, and that was pretty much it. So the game would just be focused like this, and you bought bigger places and you went from there. So right now, that's the main difference. I went through and I bought everything, and it got to the point where I think I was sitting on like $4 trillion, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. So what we'll do is we'll get started. We'll develop our development wing right there. Place a door about right there. Place a window and a window. We'll call that good, maybe. Actually, no, let's remove that window right there. Call that good. So from there, we'll go through and we can place items. Eventually, you will unlock all this stuff going through, and like these ones right here, they're locked. Later on, you'll unlock them. The point is, they just pretty much make your people work faster, and they develop more skills. So as you can see, we got a 8-room development team. It's kind of sparse. We'll go through, we'll place some stuff to kind of make it look nicer so people will want to work for us. It's always a good idea to have heaters. Now, if you got the space for it, I strongly suggest placing down heaters and not electrical heating, because one, they're more efficient. They do a better job at heating, but it's just one of those things. And then we got plants we can place down. Now, I try and make things look a bit nice, so we got some plants, we got some heaters. We'll place down some carpets. As you can see, we get some down here. And we got enough to place 3 down. It's kind of looking nice. You can see it's coming together. Place one there, place that there, place that there, place that there, and place that there. And there we go. It's kind of looking nice. Yeah, I think I'll leave it as that. Pretty good. I'll hire some people. So we got a graphic designer, or graphic designer and game designer, plus we got our programmer. I cannot click on my guy apparently to drag and drop him in. We'll develop a game. As you can see, we have the designer right here. Actually, hold on. I wonder. Oh yeah, see, so they pretty much want somebody that has high game design. That's why I made my first guy a game designer, because I was like, oh, he'll probably make a lot of stuff. So we'll just have him as the lead designer. He has the strongest. We have different features, the B feature, game types. You can make standard, MMOs, and free-to-plays. Target, all. We'll actually see what genre is available. So last game, adventure was available for us, and our topics were different. So we'll do fish adventures. There we go. That's our game. It's gonna be a fun game. No engine so far, so we will have to do it without an engine. And we have the Byte one and the Fairtex CF. So right now we'll do the Byte one. Kind of seems like the best thing. You can see our fun stuff right there. Our languages, we'll just do all languages. And from here, we have different like design focuses we can do to pretty much make the game more efficient. Or it's pretty much the value of like the rating you're going to get your game at. So we're doing in an adventure game. I did play this a bit, so we're going to sit here and we're going to cheat a little bit. So we'll have kind of what I've written down as the values that we will do. Make that a bit more towards the cores, a bit casual, make it a bit easier. What do they say? Solving logical puzzles, no excessive violence, and an irritating story gameplay. So they're pretty much going to want story is going to be pretty good. So let's do game length, lower that a bit. We'll do level design, we'll lower that a bit. Increase our story to kind of give it a massive story. Game depth, well, we'll do that a little bit. We'll actually kind of round out the game length, the game depth, and level design. We'll keep the mission design where it's at. Character design, we'll keep where it's at. We'll kind of lower that. Mix between casual and core gamers. I mean, it just says solving puzzles and no excessive violence. So we'll do that. Yeah, that kind of seems well-rounded. Then you can kind of see down here, we have different design priorities. We can focus gameplay on something. We can focus graphics on something, or we can do sound and go from there. We'll kind of leave that all. We'll enable all the features that are, as you can see, there's little dots up here. Like these dots pretty much tell you what kind of feature you want. You can hit this button and it will enable all your appropriate features. So this feature is going to be better than this feature in this game mode. So we'll go with that. This is later on. You can do cosmetic and in-app purchases, which is just your micro DLCs. And we will start development. While this is going, we will sit and build a research wing. If I can actually hit the right button though. The research wing, we will have about like that. That's a decent size research wing. Do that. And as you can see, the game is paused, so not much is really going on. We're going to sit here and we're going to make sure everything is going good. Oh, can't place that there. Kind of wonky. Bit off center. That works for now. Now we'll go with like a medium-sized cabinet, just partly because if you put a big one there, it's not going to really work. Do a radio. Maybe not. Leave a radio for later. Do that right there. It's going to be a bit cold in that room just because of how far the heater is. Like this person will get cold, so we might do a I don't know. We can't fit nothing in there, so we will actually not worry about that. They're going to be a bit cold, but it is what it is. When we can actually afford to redo these rooms, we'll redo these rooms. We're just kind of making it look a bit nice for right now. Just something that someone comes in, they're like, yeah, I could see myself working here, kind of nice. because you do want to keep motivation up. You don't keep motivation up, it will cause people to like want to quit. And I think I played this game for like 16 hours or something like that. And in my 16 hours, I've only had like one person quit on me. And that was due to motivation, because I just got done going through like a firing spree and I fired everybody. Which is not good. But it is what it is. Lounge, I don't really want to make it that big. We'll actually probably make that the bathroom and like do this the lounge. So we'll do that. And then here, we're just gotta make it nicer. People want to be able to do things, so we'll have that. Have a fridge. TV, so people can like recharge. So the main thing, like, why some of you might be like, oh, why are you putting down a keyboard, a radio, and a TV? These things help charge your people, so it makes them want to work a lot more and not want to quit so much. Same thing with like coffee. If you do coffee and water, the people love it and they don't want to quit when they have coffee and water, believe it or not. And now I could be grouping this all together if I like took off the snapping, but I'm not going to worry about it. General room design, I like to have 2 heaters on opposite sides so no one like freaks out. It's like, oh, it's too cold for me kind of mentality. Ooh. So this is probably where I'll take off snapping and place that there so they can have a nice seat while they're watching their TVs. And then we'll do a clock and a couple of plants around the TV. That looks nice, like that. And then they do like having nice exteriors. So if they are caught walking through this hallway without anything, it kind of makes people sad if it's bad looking. So we'll actually do that. We'll just make it kind of nice. We'll add this here. It's going to be one wonky bathroom, but it's okay. Have one toilet, wash basin there, hand blower, heater. This is a small room, I don't need 2. Medicine cabinet, this is what I was talking to you about. You need to have that kind of stuff. Do a clock, and we will do a plant right there and right there. Just make it look nice. We'll place a plant there and a plant there. And that's pretty much looking pretty nice right there. Might do some carpets through here. We'll do that. It's looking better. And then here is the one thing that kind of got me when I first got this game. In the corridor, to prevent messes from being made or at least picked up, you need to have what's called a Sputnik 3000 cleaner. They will go around and they'll clean everything. So we kind of made that little nook right there. They'll go through and they'll clean that. And we will just live a happy life now. And then we'll fast forward this so they can complete that game. We will continue development because we want to make sure there's no bugs and we get as much of like points as possible towards this. So it's going to take us a bit to make sure that it's bug free. We're just going to keep looking and make sure we get some new people to come in. So another game designer and another programmer. I'll leave my last 3 pretty much for like another 2 sound artists and a graphic designer. You kind of want to have well-rounded individuals in this room. It'll just make your base game a bit better. So we got no bugs, everything's good. Ooh, but rating is really low, which is actually kind of surprising. So, oh well, we need to make some money, so we'll go through, publish it. It's probably due to the genre of it being a fish. Not a fun game. So we will go through, we'll develop another game, and we'll make this quicker. Sadly, we only have adventure, and we will do vampires, and we'll call this Vampires Adventure. And I'm thinking that's what kind of made the game as bleh as it did, was the fact that it was just really bad. So we'll keep beginner, mission design at 5. We'll have core gamers at 5, non-violent at 5. We'll keep the easy at 5. So we'll kind of character design, do level design, beginner, innovation, story. We'll change up a bit of the things. And game depth, and we'll add, actually we'll keep character design where it's at. It makes sense. Like if you're having an adventure game, you want to have interesting levels, a decent character design, and a good story. Mission can kind of be blah. Innovation, you don't really need to be the most innovative. Probably keep beginner friendliness at 5. Because you not too hard, not too easy. Game depth, I mean you just got puzzles, so that's fine, and game length, that's fine. Well, actually what we'll do is we'll lower the graphics, the sounds, the technicals. We'll focus mostly on gameplay. Let's see if that helps boost another score. So I have keyboard support. We'll go through, we are done, and they will get started. Now we got more people that are working. I don't need none of these people. I already got a game designer, so I won't hire nobody. We'll continue the development, and as you can see, that game's already 10 to 30%. It's already better rated than the previous game. What we need though is we need to get some people that can do research. So 10 to 30, we'll actually work on it a bit more, see if it boosts the game a bit better. I need at least a 40%. As long as we get positive on this, and this game we release is positive, we will be fine. Alright, so now we have more people, so I need a researcher more than anything. And I don't want to get too much right now, because if I get too much, I will start to... Yep, he's freezing right there. And that's what I mean, like, if he stays too long like that, he will eventually quit, so... Even though it looks trashy, we'll place like a heater right there. Just nobody burn themselves, please. Check snapping off, because I know we can fit one right there. We'll turn snapping back on. And see, now he's no longer freezing. So let's look at this, finish development, 20 to 40%. So it's better. We'll actually hold it a bit longer. Yep, I was not looking at that. That was not too fine. Development report, we can actually see 20 to 40%, whatever. We will go and release it. Hopefully we will get on the higher end. We need to make some money. 35, so we were closer to the higher end. So develop a game. We will essentially be doing this non-stop until we get something good. We'll just call it that. That's actually a good title for a game. And engines are out. We might have to actually take out a loan to help keep us afloat right now. So again, we will do innovation, we'll lower that. Game depth, lower that. Story will increase. Mission design, we will keep about the same. Level design, keep the same. Game length, we'll kind of lower that. We'll actually kind of lead that to a better level design. Let's see if that helps us. Keep this, we'll play that a bit more easy, and again we'll focus on gameplay. And the pause function was not a good idea, or local high scores, because we want to try and get game features that are going to be beneficial to that. We might actually have to buy a sound engineer, or hire a sound engineer when they come through. 1 to 20%. Ooh, so that's pretty bad. Mostly probably because of the bugs. And we actually might see me like fail here. This is actually pretty interesting and pretty funny. If that's the case, then that's the case. Like, they aren't joking then when they say hard is actually hard. So we'll take a look at development report, 10 to 30%. So they did not like something we did there. we will actually look at another genre. We'll go with racing. If we can get that research to make a game in the racing genre and kind of get on the hype train, we'll be fine. It's a trash game. Unfortunate. So now we'll do some commission work. Process these to make some quick cash while he's researching. Nope, you will cancel that cast. You are not going to do that, and we will do. They want a quiz show racing, so we will actually look at and just pretty much make a game that is just following the trend, because you know that's how game developers do it. We will get a small booth. We will showcase Vampire's Adventure, as long as we can get something that makes some money for us. Hype does play a part, and I apologize for the snorting and snotting. I've been sick. And like these games, we need to stop bleeding so much money. So if we can do that, we'll be good. No more short assignments, a contract game. We can do a racing. Alright, we'll do it. Racing. Yeah, while he's still working. Commission, contract, racing. It'll make us some money. We'll just do a fish racing game called Beach Taxi. Who cares? We will do it for the Fairtech. And we will do for racing. We'll make this a bit hard. Don't need to be that. A bit more towards the core gamers. Don't need a story for racing, but we'll make the game length a bit longer. Actually, we'll do that. You want some good level design. I mean, you're racing, you don't really need a mission design. Maybe not so hard. I mean, game depth, would having more game depth make sense for racing? Probably not. So let's lower that a bit. Let's actually do a bit more beginner friendly. Make it so the core gamers are kind of having it. But it's a bit easy, not too violent, not too non-violent. And racing revolves around great graphics, so we'll actually lower that, and put it towards graphics. And look at that, all these are good, so we'll actually sit there, we'll enable it all, and that's more than likely going to make us better. Need to start making some money though. I want to pay off that debt. I don't like holding debt. Not in these games. I like to make all the money I can make. Don't automate. Because after this, we're going to make our own racing game. And look at that, 30 to 50. So we'll actually continue until we get rid of these bugs. And then we'll make our own racing game. And hopefully that'll make us some good money. And we can go and sit there and actually be like better off in the future for it, essentially. They want it by week 21 for a bonus. So I might have to release this with a few bugs if it comes to that. Come on, get rid of those bugs. You got one more. There we go. So we will finish development, hand over game. We will wait to see what we get. We get a score of 50. That is a really good selling game. So pretty much what that's going to mean for us. What? We lost money on that game? What? Are you serious? As you can tell, I have never done that before, so that's one of those things like, what are you talking about? We lost money. Do quiz show. We will literally just follow the trend and make a quiz racing. Who cares? Do it for the bite. We'll enable all that, and we'll go back to what we did. So what do we say? Story was 1. Da-da-da-da. Story was one I'm having a hard time. Game length will increase that a bit. Game development will decrease that. Innovation will increase. And we'll have game length. We already got where we want it. Mission design. Do that. A bit more on the level design. And maybe a bit on the character design. And we'll treat that more towards the core gamers. Because why not? Make it a bit easy, non-violent. Lower that. We'll lower that. They said our sound kind of sucked, so we'll actually increase the graphics and the sound. We'll equal that out. Hopefully that'll give us a better rating. And this could be the game that puts us in the green where we can get rid of our debt. Let's actually see if we have a sound. We do have a music and sound. And I want one more researcher because, believe it or not, researchers are kind of really important. She's a researcher, sound, and we'll go from there. And we will get another genre. It's always good to have multiple genres. We'll do a puzzle. So as you can see, like when we get... Oop, we lost music. When we need to follow a trend, we will follow the trend and essentially be worth it. We'll continue development, 20 to 40%. That's a lot better than most of our other games been performing. And with bug fixes, we'll probably be way better off. And it's getting to that point, can we take out more? We can, so we're going to have to take out the max amount just to keep us afloat. And we will make another quiz racing game after this. That'll essentially be a spin-off of this quiz racing game. We have the option to do so. And let's look at our development. So 30 to 50%. If we can get this to 50%, we would actually be... we'll go with the higher. 42%. So we got 2 games. Let's develop a... We can't do a spin-off, so we'll just follow that trend again. We'll call this Racing Quiz. No way is it related to the previous game. Actually, thinking about this, in the future, it might be more worth it to just pretty much have story, game length, innovation, mission design, and we will have game debt, level design at 8. Easy. Do that. We can probably lower that a bit and actually put that towards gameplay. Enable features, and we'll go from there. And you two will, as Kalanius, I need to get a... I don't have the money, but as soon as I can, I need to get like a quality assurance studio up and running. I could do a subtopic, but we just did a recent update for this game where it's going to be a lot of difficult combinations. So we'll kind of keep towards this stuff. But look at that, we're making money. Continue the development, we'll get rid of those bugs, and hopefully this will be our shooter game where we go off and make a lot of money, and we're losing fans, which kind of sucks. But we're going green. Did we get the worst game? Oh, we did not. Thank goodness. Oh, we're almost green, finally. But we are still losing a lot of money, so we need to get these games cranked out, and that's why I need a quality assurance studio as soon as possible. 40-60. Do we have a racer? We don't have a racer, but we'll go with the guy that has the biggest market share. Meaning he can sell more games for us. Ooh, that's a good game. Graphics need to be improved, though. So we'll go and we'll develop another game that's in the same genre. Excuse me, folks. Had a really bad sneeze there. And again, there's no way this is related to the previous two titles. None whatsoever. So we will go game depth, story, level design, game length, and I believe mission design is the one that goes lower. It is. Character design we can keep the same. We'll get a bit easier. Let's make it more towards the casual gamers. We'll do that. We'll do a break like that. That's a pretty good even spread. Even. Quotes around even. The reason I don't like automating, especially now, is because it's just a drain on money. I mean, 10 grand for every topic that's researched, and I'm not making any money off any games yet. It's a bit rough. Even though these are all technically following the genre and the... But I mean, look, -20, -31, -19, -19. Oh, we go from there. So some people are wanting more beginner friendly, so we'll focus on that on the next one. And now we got some engine features, which is always good to like make your own engine as soon as you can. We finally made some money, so thank goodness for that. If we can break even on that one, that would be amazing. Let's look at the development report for this. We're looking at 40-60%. This actually might put us in the green out of all of our games so far, which is going to be amazing. So we already did that. We don't have enough money for a QA department yet, and to buy this place you need $6 million, which is quite a lot. But we can do secrets. Oop. And who doesn't like secrets in their gameplay? Let's finish our development. We're looking at 40-60%. We're looking at a pretty good spread right here. Search publisher. We'll go with the higher market. That has some... We are now a garage studio, meaning we will start selling some more games. And we will develop another racing game. Actually, let's see how much it will cost us to build an engine first. Racing, we'll do it for the bite. We'll call it Racer. Cost us 10 grand. We will make the engine free for all, but we will ask for a 5% share in revenue cost. Hopefully people will start using that engine. And the genre is completely filled, so we'll actually do... There ain't no other good. We'll just do a screw, whatever. This will be the last one. Quizzer Racer, and they wanted it a bit more beginner friendly. So we'll actually do that. Make it for the bite, make it for the Fairtech. Oh, we need language. And we will do... So they wanted a bit more beginner friendly. We'll go down story. Mission design. They want a level design at 8, I believe. And you think after how many times of doing this, I'll be able to just sit here and be like, I know what I'm doing. That's not the case. Game length, they want a bit increased. They want game length to that. So we got mission design at 4. We got level design at 8, story at 1. And now at 6, they wanted a bit more beginner friendly, so we did beginner friendliness. Game design at 4. We have game length at 7. That means the depth probably down to there. So let's do that. Let's make it kind of an even spread right there. Make it non-violent. Again, we will go with about that, that, that. That's what our spread was last time. Enable all of those. And we will do that. So this game has now officially covered that game, which is amazing. And this game looks like it's going to start covering our other games. So hopefully, here soon, we'll actually go, and while we have some cash in the bank, we'll start paying off some of our debt. As you can see, we're already increasing, like, everything we can do. We'll just continue the development. This game is bringing us money, and this game almost covered our cost for that game. And look at that, it has covered our cost for that game. So we're doing quite good. Oh, we're a bit in the red. We will wait for the next tick to come through. We'll get some money. We got some money. We will not spend any money right now, and this game has covered this game now. So this game's about to cover some of our older games too, which is quite nice, actually. Finished development. We're looking at 40 to 60. I wish sound was a bit higher, but we need the cash, so let's actually... Ooh, we got role-playing, so as soon as we can, let's try and research role-playing. Search publisher, and guess what? Our main guy we've been going with now has a fan base of racing, so that will set us a bit higher. Role-playing is our genre of choice, gentlemen and ladies, so we will sit there. We will do all these, make us some extra cash. This game has covered both of these games essentially with its money input. This one's about to go positive here soon. This game has even covered some of our older games, and we can actually go and look at our finances right here, our annual balance. As you can see, last year we had a net loss of almost $1 million, and this year we have a profit of 80. So we're getting there, gents. We're getting there. It's going to be a bit difficult, but we're getting there. As long as we keep going positive, that's all I really care about. Commission, let's look at contract game. We'll do puzzle pets, that's a pretty good combo. Do that. That is on the bite, right? That is on the bite. We will disable all that. We'll just make English because that's our native language. And we will do that and a level design of this. Game length, game depth. It's a puzzle game. I don't think we need much. Actually, hold on. So, puzzles. Don't like action. So actually keep this all the same. Who cares? We're just here to make some money. So the least amount of money we can spend to essentially make this game within its rating. Oh yeah, so we need at least a keyboard. So we need at least 20%. We're just here to make some money. We're not here to make the best game there is. So, hand over the game. And we made some money off of it, so there we go. Deadline was meet, we had a minimum rating, and we made $5 grand off of that. So we'll actually take another look. I understand how they want that now. So they want a minimum of 10, a skill we will do, who cares, fish. We will do the racer engine. We will disable all of it, just do English. And we are doing the skill, so we want character design at 3. We want it to be hard. Skill is... level design, and we will do innovation. Why not? Keep everything else the same. We will do keyboard, and yeah, So if we can just even make it above 10%, we'll be fine. We'll make some money off of this game. That's all we're trying to do right now. We're trying to just make money so we can go in the green finally. So hand over the game, who cares? Ooh, but we lost money on that. Which is, I mean, we're getting our accounts up. Not really a fan right now of what's going on. Do another racing. We'll do racing. Vampire racing. We need the biggest market share. So this is the biggest market share right now. We just need to get games out there. We just need to make some money. We'll disable it all. We'll do English. Story down to 1. Design to 8. Game that to 4. And 0. Game length to what? 7 again? Mission design at 4. I wanted to do a bit more beginner friendly, so we will do character design down, we'll do beginner friendly. Let's see if that's a good combo. Put that at 4. Do 20. Do 40, 30. Don't need technical. We need better graphics more than anything. Come on, guys. Research role-playing. I'm not gonna lie, this game actually is a lot harder when it's on hard. 40, 60. So we'll do this a little bit longer. Keep an eye on the development report. 50 to 70. Let's see if we can push that up. This might be the game that actually makes us big bank. I keep saying that. So we made money with racing. Show racing is about to pretty much cover Quizzer Racer. That's all I really shoot for in the end, is like just making sure that the previous game I made just covers that original game. Or the next game. So it looks like we're staying at 50 to 70, so we'll actually just self-search publisher. 63. Okay. Let's see if there's any commission work. There is some. So we are making some money. Topic. What's a good one for RPG? We do have agents, so that's not a bad one. Cyberpunk would be a good one. Ooh, Byte 1 was taken off. So we will develop a game. Main genre, RPG. We will do agents. We'll call this, what was that one game? Alpha Protocol? Protocal. We'll just call it Protocal. We'll actually make this more towards adults. So we will do that. With that, we're going to have to do the racer engine, sadly. I don't have a lot of money to go through and like pretty much just I don't want to do all. probably make more money doing all, but right now I can't afford it. So we want our story at 8, we want level design at 5, we want mission design at 4, character design should stay where it's at. Make it more towards gamers, make it a bit harder. Game depth, we'll lower that a bit. Innovation, lower it a bit. Do a spread like that. Hopefully that's decent for us. Probably won't be, but I mean, this could make or break us, guys. Let's just say it like that. This will make or break us. Why hire that person? Oh, let's see, that person's more expensive. And they're greedy. I don't like greedy, expensive people. This person's really cheap. But he has music and sound. There's just no good graphic design artists. You can come through and you can actually look and see like how many people. So we got 2 game programmers, 2 designers, 1 graphics, 1 sound. We're actually struggling mostly with our sound, so let's get a sound guy. Where's that cheap sound guy at? And he's efficient, so he works marginally faster. Ooh, look at that! We start making some money off of Racer. Oh, we lost a lot of bugs. That's actually going to really help us. That was some lucky breaks right there. So, I think this game is not going to make us any money. Development for a bit. Remember, this is kind of our genre focus. Ooh, maybe we will start making some money off of that game. I doubt it. We're making money from our engine. Ooh, we need to get that engine feature so we can work on the next one. Increase the mono sounds, make another engine with this, make it essentially free for everyone to use. We'll just do a really ridiculous high 50 to 70 guys. We'll go with the guy that has good relations with, just because why not? We are one of the first ones with a 67%. That is pretty dang good. I don't feel comfortable getting rid of my debt right now, even though I know probably long term that's the best choice I can do. Androids is always a good. We didn't lose anything, but we also didn't gain nothing. All it does is on those screens right there, as long as you're not the worst studio or the worst game developer, you ooh, that was a good break right there. You get fans, and fans just equate to more games being sold. So that is good. We are actually going to keep developing RPGs right now while we save up money, because we need RPGs. Like, look at that. That game. Let's take a look at our finances actually for our annual. We actually we made money last year. Not a lot, but we made some. Well, we'll take a look, and I'm sorry for all the screaming and yelling going on. We got some kids in the house, and the door that I had that was blocking out the sound is open. So, yeah, fun. Genre, role-playing, platform, Fight 2. We'll call this the RPG engine, if I can spell. We'll actually crank that up to 10%. Oh, oops, my bad. So right there, I think that's going to be what saves this company, is our engines are going to be free for all to use, but they're going to have ridiculous profit sharing. So it's one of those things where it's like, I hope you guys are ready. Gotta make that money. We will do Cyberpunk, and guess what we'll call this? Got it. Cyberpunk. See, that's pretty easy. Do the RPG. Byte as the first. Astro is very. We'll just take a look. So the Commodore. Ooh, the Qatari's out. We'll actually switch one of these out. The CF for the Qataris. I just want English. So right here, we'll go back to our story, which was what, 8. Our explicit content was 6. We need a level design, mission design. 4. Don't really need innovation. Game depth, we'll kind of keep that. Have an interesting character design. We'll actually lower the length too. Have a better character design. Rounded content, we'll do that. And that's pretty good right there. We are starting to make some money, so I actually feel comfortable researching a quality studio. We need that quality assurance studio as soon as possible. So we'll do that. We'll just get that out of the way. Because trust me, I will go through, and if I have to, I will completely tear out like half of this studio right here for quality assurance. And look at that, guys. Even like with what we did, where we didn't really change much, we're still at 50 to 70%. So we'll get rid of these bugs. What is our bank loan at right now? So we're getting to that point where we could probably take out a loan, put that studio right there, that quality assurance studio, and just have the QA department like start bug breaking for us all the time. So then they can just go straight to helping us with polishing once they're done. We can get more money from our games. So what are we looking at for development report now? So we're still at 50 to 70%. So now we got to make the decision. Does it make sense for us to try and lower this a bit more? I'll go to about 10. If I don't see it increase at 10, then I'm going to quit wasting my time and I'm going to release it. Because this is money that's not being generated. Because we're not sitting here, we're not releasing it. We're just kind of sitting on our bums. So, real estate, that's a bad one. So we're at our 9. We'll take a look at the development report, and it's not increasing. So what we'll do is we'll actually just finish development. We'll go through. I see one person that has RPG, and they have a good market share, but their payment's a bit higher, so they cost a bit more. We'll go with them even though they cost a bit more. And we will just, pretty much because their audience is that audience that we want. We want to work with those people. We want to get money into their hands so they can get money into our hands. One second. You said after we're done, we do what? Julin and Anil? Alright. Don't know what I'm doing. Sorry if you guys heard any of that conversation. I had to sit down and talk. So right there, we're a lot of money. So we're going to sit there and we'll develop another RPG. And we will do, let's do an Android. Androids Rome. We'll call that our RPG game. Not a bad name. RPG. The main thing that's going to really determine how much money and everything we get from all this. So that's 14. Let's see if there's something that's higher. There is one that's higher. It's the Commodore Pete. I'll actually replace that with the Commodore Pete. And that theoretically should get us the wider audience we're looking for. So 8. Mission design 4. What was it? Game depth, innovation, do a length. We'll actually do a bit shorter. We'll do that, and we'll do that. So maybe lower that up, or bring that up. Explicit content, make that more towards the core gamers. We'll make it a bit harder. We're going to have to start researching more features here soon, because we're kind of getting stale in our feature corridor. I'm tired of seeing people like walking through here and they're cold, so we'll place one right there. So we'll go through. Apologize for that kind of cough. We are making some good money. We'll take a look at our finances again. Annual balance. Look at that. Last year and this year, we are making money. Our monthly balance, we are making money. Monthly statements, making money. Annual financial statements, turnover, expenses, we're making a profit. Even with carrying this debt, which I'm not too happy. Oh, we just paid the debt. I forgot. That's what I did there. We want to say, even with this debt. Alright, so we'll actually go through here. Let's get rid of all these bugs. We will do a large booth. We got the money. We got a game in development. It's just worth, if you have a game in development, if you have nothing else, to put that there. What they'll do is they'll generate hype. 17, get people excited. These ones got some more hype for showing the games off as well. It just generates more profits. So right there, we almost just paid for that whole entire adventure. Right there, gameplay features. We will actually go through. We will research these. Excuse me, gentlemen. Making good money off of our games. And we have a couple of bugs. Let's just get that down to 0. Let's generate this hype. Come on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Come on. Ah, there we go. Finished development. And we're still sitting at the 50 to 70% range. But our development cost almost doubled. So right there, it's just one of those things. Yeah, it's not worth it. Because the longer you work and you sit on the game, the more money it's going to cost you. So your development cost will be higher. And I think the RPGs is going to be what saves this company. We're making a lot of money off RPGs. I need a support studio, but I have absolutely no place to place it. We'll actually look that up. We'll look up. Oh, that's a lot of money for support. I don't want to look that up. We'll do is we'll do subtopos